So what did you see at Realty Mogul that kind of started ringing interesting bells? Make it sound like an alarm, but kind of started setting off, wow, this is interesting signals, I should say.
Yeah, I mean, it seems in the long run, crowdfunding tends to give, investors really exactly what they were looking for, institutional quality vetted deals. They can do their own diligence on, all the information and data is there. And it's a very efficient marketplace. And so I envisioned a world, and it's happening as we speak, where technology and access to deal flow disrupts, it provides the benefit that was being provided by the closed-end fund managers, which were making hundreds of millions of dollars off of the promotes that they were receiving as investment fund managers.
Now you have actually provided some very interesting charts here, and because this is also going to be audio, let's just pretend that everybody can see them. I can put them up on the screen if you want, but if you want to refer to them as well, Chris, and just kind of walk us through some of these concepts that you've got here. I'd love to hear about it, because what I'm actually really interested in getting to, there are 6, for those who aren't watching, who are listening, there are actually 6 different, structures that you've described here. It's actually the very, very last one that I think is the most interesting. But I'd love to hear what is the story that you are telling with these charts. If you can describe it rather than showing it, be really helpful.
So the first slide is really what I described about a few minutes ago. First of all, how do funds get to the closed-end fund manager to begin with? And they can go either directly into the closed-end fund manager, or for the really big institutional investors out there, they have to go through what I call gatekeepers. And the gatekeepers are, Cliffwater, PCA, Partners, Callan, ORG, Cambridge. These are groups that vet RFPs from responses to RFPs from fund managers. When a pension fund will say, I need to invest $100 million in multifamily development, and the funds will come in. And then the closed-end fund manager will invest in an operator in the form of a limited partnership investment, and then the operator will buy the real estate.
Right, and just to be clear, they won't just invest in one operator. That closed-end fund manager will have a family, what's the word, a farm of operators that they've screened, they like, they have relationships with, and so they will distribute that 100 million maybe across however many operators.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. And typically in any fund, you wouldn't want exposure to more than, call it 10%. So if it's $1 billion fund, you probably wouldn't want to invest more than 100 million in one operator. That also gives the institutional investors some diversity as well. And then on the next slide, this shows how Realty Mogul and frankly the crowdfunding world can disrupt that model, whereby an institutional investor can invest directly into the platform. And I just want to be clear here: we're not the fund managers. We're really a technology platform.
Okay, so this is a very important distinction, because actually I was just about to ask, aren't you now the closed-end fund equivalent? You're not.
No.
But you are providing. So let's think about it this way. Let's kind of frame it in the world that we got. Closed-end fund managers, to call him the fund manager. The fund manager was essentially aggregate information that institutions could come to one source and know that they had access to data across the entire market, were able to invest in multiple deals. They didn't have to go out and find individual sponsors. They went to one fund manager, and that one fund manager had relationships with dozens of sponsors. Now, the model that you're describing on the slide here, which by the way is entitled Direct Investing Model, uses technology to create more effective capital allocation model to adjust immediately to market cycles. That's an interesting concept.